Good day, good afternoon, good evening, good morning. My name is Dr. Anjali and Live in Your Truth Talk, where in a few minutes we talk about things to help you live in your truth and hopefully change your life. Have you ever thought about why is things so complicated? You go through life doing certain things. Maybe you're trying to get a degree, trying to get an upgrade in a program on your laptop, or trying to get a new TV, or even maybe just try to get your boss to notice you, to give you a promotion. Doing all sorts of things in life, whether it's entertainment, whether it's just life in general, and there always seems to be some stumbling block that keeps you from moving forward, whether it's for a few minutes, an hour, or a few hours, a couple of months, or even a year. Something to stop you from moving. And doesn't it sometimes get so frustrating that we just can't have it our way? So frustrating. Why can't life be easy? Why does everything have to be so difficult, so complicated? Well, in these few minutes, I'm going to talk to you about how to deal with that, how to cope with it, because our life is full of complexities. There will always be something in front of us, something that is going to impede us to victory. But I encourage you to not allow it to stop you from moving forward, even if there's something in your way. So, how do you cope? Well, focus on things that's within your control. Meaning, try to look at things that you can manage, that you can maintain, instead of things that you can't. 2, accept change by looking to your past. Meaning, look at where you've come from to where you are now. I'm not saying go to the past and think about all the woes and the pain and trauma, although I know many of us have probably gone through woes, pains, and trauma. And I'm not saying you can't look at it. I think what I'm saying to you is to look at where you are now versus where you were. Do your best, by the way, this is number 3, to not withdraw from life and from people during tough times. It is mostly the first thing that we tend to do when things get rough. We tend to withdraw from people. Don't do it. Stay the course. Stay focused. Mingle. Be with others. 4, try to avoid negative people. I know that's not easy to do. There's negative people all around us, and there are positive people. But sometimes there seem to be more negative people than there are positive people, and especially when we are going through a tough time or something is in front of us. This is the time to really not take in the energy of negativity, of other people's thoughts, feelings, and things that they say to you or say to themselves. It is a time to be calm. It is time to be mindful. It's time to sometimes take a step back and walking away. But it's not the time to embrace negative people. Practice mind and body relaxation. Do some breath work, some breathing techniques. Do some meditation. Learn to sit still. Learn to walk in meditation, to drive in meditation. Learn to do things a lot slower. Get exercise. That's right. Get out there. Do some walking. Get on your bike. Do some riding. Get some fresh air. Go to the beach. Go see a sunset. Go see a sunrise. Do something that will take your mind off the trouble for a moment, off the boulder in front of you, and focus on you, bringing that goodness and positive energy to yourself. 6. I think that's 6. Prioritize the relationships that you have with other people. That's right. I said prioritize. When you have struggles or mountains in front of you or something that's keeping you from going from point A to point D or point F or Z, you need to start prioritizing your relationships during that time. Who matters at the moment and who doesn't? I'm not saying to terminate relationships, although you may need to do that somewhere down the line. But for the moment, you're going to prioritize which ones that you're going to be connected to and which ones you are not. That kind of coincides with avoiding negative people. You might have a family member or family members that are quite negative. Well, this is the time to prioritize the relationship that you have with them. Or especially if you're like trying to do a brand new business, you're an entrepreneur, trying out new things, and you know that aunt or that uncle or that cousin who consistently is negative and always telling you that it's not going to work out in their own way. Prioritize your relationships when boulders are in front of you. Also, sometimes you just have to accept the situation. Sometimes you have to accept the no. Maybe it's not time. Maybe it's not your time yet. Maybe you need to be in this place for a period of time. Maybe there is something for you to learn about yourself, about the situation in itself. Maybe it's time to be more mindful. Instead of trying to push the door open, maybe just stand there and be quiet and ask what the life lesson is to this abrasion, to this rock in front of you. These are the most important things that you can do to cope. To be in the present. To listen to your voice, to the core of you. To not give up, even if you're accepting the situation for what it is. And even if there is a point that you might have to let it go, you're going to still live in the fullest and participate in life fully. My name is Dr. Anjali, and Live in Your Truth Talk, where I hope in these few minutes I've given you something to think about to live in your truth, and hopefully it changes your life. And if you like what you hear, please feel free to subscribe. One more thing. If you do need help, always don't be afraid to pick up the phone and call a therapist or a counselor so you can talk about some of these things and not feel alone. Thank you, and take care.